I'm Travis.
I'm Emma.
This is Bestie Approved. What's the last song you listened to?
It was the Bluey theme song. Calms Augie down these days. He loves Bluey.
Do you know who else loves Bluey?
Every child in America.
Every child in America and Boomer. Did you know that they
cute.
The show is colors that dogs can recognize and it calms
I had seen
Boomer.
That. Oh my gosh.
So cute.
It's so cute. I love that show.
I also think Boomer actually really loves Australian and British accents because he'll watch he will lock in when I'm watching Ladies of London.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so serious. It's the cutest thing ever.
Is he part healer?
Probably.
You know they're blue
He's a little mutt. I
healers?
don't know.
Yeah.
My last song was Like a Prayer by Josh Fawaz. It's that DJ on YouTube or on TikTok who all of his songs sound like they belong somewhere between Los Angeles and Ibiza. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
Okay.
There are lots of DJs on TikTok I like though. I don't know any of their names.
Well, one of them is Josh Fawaz, and he does a lot of Madonna remixes. It's never Madonna's voice. It's always a cover of it, but I like it.
Probably that copyright, babe.
Nar.
Trademarked voice.
Nar copyrights. This is going to be our 1 year anniversary episode.
How precious and cute.
Do you want to know what I did to prepare for this episode?
No.
I went back and I listened to the first couple of episodes we did.
No, I'm actually terrified to do that. No, thank you.
It was unlistenable.
No, thank you. I'm good.
I think episode 3 or 4 is where we started to get comfortable on the mic and it wasn't pulling teeth and painful.
Yeah.
But there is something really we're so innocent. It's we're going into
it's nostalgic.
It is.
At least.
It's so cute. And I remember sitting in that multimedia room at the Carmel Clay Public Library,
yeah,
watching it rain.
The vibes in there didn't help the tight nature of things of being nervous and anxious, and then also in this tiny room.
Yes.
Yeah.
But also, I very vividly remember you, and I was I didn't think we were nervous, but I very vividly remember you going, we can do this. I'm not nervous. And I was oh my God, we were so nervous to do this.
I think I was less nervous to actually record the podcast and more it's something I've never done before. Mm-hmm. And I don't know the ramifications of such things, Yeah. I think that's more what it was. I don't know. In that same vein, my mom was saying she was listening to older episodes, trying to catch up. Mm-hmm. And she was the end of your pregnancy is hard to listen to. Babe, you can't breathe. And I was ooh, you're right. I know I couldn't.
It's the end of your pregnancy, and it's your first couple of episodes back. Cause I knew you wanted to come back. I could tell, my stepmom watched the episode we did. I think it was when we did Real Housewives of Rhode Island with husbands watching Housewives. Yeah. She said you sound tired.
Yeah.
Because you weren't sleeping right. At all.
Yeah.
But I've really enjoyed the last year of doing this. I've had so much fun doing this. And
fun.
We've made podcast friends, and I was going through some of the guests we've had on. We've said it before, but I love Husbands Watching Housewives. I love Jolenta Greenberg, who she was the first one that came on when you were on your pregnancy break. And I went back and I was oh, she told me to check out her book, and I've loved her book, and I was we've made a ton of really cool friends, and I've just really loved this.
Yeah. You've even traveled.
I did. Yeah. I went to Dallas. I fully forgot about that.
Yeah.
We need to figure out if we're doing podcast movement both of us this year.
Yeah.
Because
I might
in September and they moved it to New York. It's a whole thing. I don't know if I want to go to New York for it because that's
But what if it's like a stop on my first time in New York?
And you've never been to New York, have you?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, we can do that. We can go. I don't care.
I can do all the touristy things. You can roll your eyes the whole time. It'll be so fun.
Yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Whatever you want. I don't care.
It's fall in New York. How cute.
September in New York is beautiful. Like
That's what I've heard. It's like the time to go.
It's like the city stops smelling like pee because they have the horses. Like that's a big thing, and like the entire city smells like piss. It's a whole thing. Yeah, we can go. I don't care.
Yeah, we'll figure that out. We'll update you guys much closer to September.
But what else? We edited the list a lot this week because we had this is now like the fifth time we've tried to record this episode.
Take 5 on episode 35.
August just not wanted us to have this, but he's being really incredible today. He's sitting here with us.
He's growing teeth, and also he's almost 6 months old, and so he's just like verbal and angry.
He is. He's got a lot to say, and his legs are just a moving.
Right. Bless you.
Bless you.
You're so cute.
But I had a wedding in Kentucky. It's like last week now, where I saw all of my Kentucky family. I found out every one of them listens to this podcast.
Which I love.
So hi, Megan. Hi, Amy. Hi, Autumn. Hi, Mary. Hi, everyone. Because, and this is how I found out, is I knew Mary listened because Mary said something to Autumn about it. Autumn's the cousin I'm closest to in Kentucky. And she's like, I found Travis Michael on the TikTok. And I was like, she was like, what are you talking about? And she's like, it's this little cartoon face or something. And I was like, oh, she found the podcast TikTok.
And thank God for that.
Thank God for that.
Can you imagine if she found your TikTok?
Well, I've never posted on my TikTok, but
Have you reposted anything though? Because you can see that.
I'm sure I have, but I do know that when people follow my TikTok, it immediately resets their algorithm to nothing but shirtless men running around. This is something I've been told about my TikTok, my Instagram.
Travis, I know what you like.
So there's that.
Oh, you have reposted things, but they're not scandalous.
Oh, yeah. No, I can't imagine I'm reposting some of this stuff that actually shows up on my TikTok. No. But then my cousin Megan, she's the one that has 100 kids. I'm sorry, Megan. I forget constantly how many kids you have, but she's got 7 or 8 kids. And she was over talking to Autumn and me at the wedding, and I turn around and she's like, I'm just real into the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. And I was like, oh yeah, Emma and I talk about that on our podcast. She goes, I know, I listen to it every day. And I had to go back and I was like, have I talked bad about her on this podcast? And I don't think I have.
I think about that all the time. Whenever anyone says anything about the podcast, I'm like, oh.
Well, I also don't think I've had anything negative to say about Megan.
No. And I don't think I think we would check each other if we started speaking poorly on our family on a public platform. It's not really what we stand for.
But yeah, I just hello to my entire Kentucky family. We also have a guest here today. It's Kenny. Hi, Kenny.
No.
Do you want to say anything on the mic? No. He's like,
he doesn't deserve the spotlight. Not today.
What else? Also, I know I've tried to start this conversation 1,000 times, and this halfway through it is where we get cut off by one Mr. August.
Yeah, he really does not approve of the conspiracy
Maybe
theorists.
That is the thing. But have you seen this woman on TikTok who? August.
Cuff, 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 cuff.
Did you just pet him like a dog?
He likes head scratches. He really does.
Okay,
to
perfect.
be fair.
I do too. I get that. But have you seen this woman on TikTok who is promoting this? It looks like a beekeeper mask.
Yeah.
And it's got silver woven into it, I guess, Lululemon shorts, and it's blocking out what EMF waves. I don't know what it's blocking out, but she believes the long and short of it is that the government is trying to steal her thoughts and dreams. And now that she started sleeping in this mask, she can remember her dreams. She can pray now. She can get through a whole prayer. And like,
they were talking about like getting distracted. Yeah. Like they couldn't get through a prayer because they get so distracted. Like,
and a couple things. One, this whole new age, like, it feels like it fits in the same vein of like that 4 a.m. club woman who believes that like she was getting messages tonight that Kamala Harris lost the 2024 election. Like, where it's like you're getting messages from someone, like the 5G is trying to steal your like thoughts. And I have to be so real with you. Like, I just want to ask all these people, like, what do you think they're trying to get? Like, what do you think is in there that they're like after?
I like hope it's clickbait because it's more concerning if they truly are believing this.
And there's whole websites and businesses built around this.
Yeah, but anyone's after a check. I mean, the horror, like I just said whore because I cut myself off. Sorry. The lady who... I'm just kidding. What I was going to say is the horoscope writer for Cosmopolitan, a former one, came out and said, I'd made literally all of those up. I couldn't tell you the difference between the signs right now. Like, people will do it for a check.
I would prefer that people are honest about that, though. Yeah. Because here's the thing. I went down this like rabbit hole on TikTok because like my TikTok at night is very different from my TikTok during the day. I don't know if you experience the same phenomenon, but like my TikTok at night turns into the earth is flat. There's something like inside of the wall in Antarctica. There's oh god, I love these people.
The wall that is Antarctica.
But like, this is the thing is like I don't subscribe to any of these conspiracy theories. I don't know why. Like, I will listen to these people because it's just like I want to like catch them in something almost.
Well, it's almost like a sci-fi novel. It's like entertaining to hear their little stories and whatever. I used to watch YouTube videos about conspiracy theories I don't believe in all the time.
Well, it's the JFK assassination. It's the new one's Charlie Kirk and like Candace Owens and like the whole thing there. Like, there's a lot of that at night. And
there are some things that have teeth. I'll give them that. The Denver airport is weird.
The Denver airport, that's another one that like shows up all the time, is that like horse with the red eyes. Like.
Yeah, it did kill the artist that made it. That is true.
Yes.
Is it possessed by a demon? No, it's just heavy, babe, but that's okay.
Right. And this is the thing is like, I think we have to be able to like delineate between some things are just creepy and weird. And then like, but we don't have to like fall down the rabbit hole immediately to like doomsday prepper stuff, because that's where this, like the woman in the beekeeper mask, that's where her whole thing leads is like, they're trying to like get us. They're like the vaccines, the whole thing. And I'm like, babe, you got to stop with that. Like you have to know that, number one, if the zombie apocalypse comes, just give me the bullet. I'm not interested. I don't want to know what comes next.
I mean, like, good for you for thinking that you can survive that and like do whatever to populate the world or whatever the mission is. I don't want to be a part of that.
I don't either.
As soon as food is not readily available to me, I'm out.
If I can't go to an Arby's, I don't want to go.
Outside.
And like, this is the thing is like, I've talked about this before where my Aunt Tanya is someone who I think she dabbles in the doomsday prepper space. I think that like
in their defense, something I think about a lot. Sorry.
You're fine. No,
actually,
please.
Let me say that at the end. We've been doing this since the beginning of time.
Yes.
If you think about like old mythology, we've been scared of the end of the world since the beginning of the world.
And how many, like, just us alone, how many ends of the world have we lived through? It was 2000. It was 2001. It was 2012. Like, there was something in like with the June 6th of 2006 was supposed to be the end of the world.
Y2K, obviously. Yeah. But we've been doing that forever.
Yes.
Right? The Greeks, the Romans, they all did that, where they were like, it's the fear of the unknown, like for them, weather and things like that. And for us, like whatever that may be, we don't understand this new technology, or we don't understand this or that. And so paired with the fear of death, I think this has been going on forever and ever and ever.
Right. And like, I think to myself, if there is anywhere that I want to be, like my cousin Megan's house is one of them, because she's one of these, she's like a homesteader where like she's prepared. She's prepared. Well, I don't know if she's like prepared like for the end of the world so much as like she has like 7 kids. So she just like jars tomatoes.
It's stocked, yeah.
But
I would love to go to a couponer's house too.
I want to get into that later too.
Okay, continue.
Because I have something about that. But like, and then Tanya's house is like, I've never seen such a well-stocked basement of like, if you are ever hungry, I'm telling you, like during COVID, she was like, if you need toilet paper, come over here because I've got it. Like she is this person. I still don't want to experience it. I'm so sorry. And like, it comes back to this thing of like, number one, I want to know what makes people think they're interesting enough to like be the generation that lives through the end of the world. Like that's number one, because we've been doing it since the beginning of time. Number two, why is everything a conspiracy about the end of the world? Because like, do you remember the 5G thing? Yeah.
It was going to penetrate all of our brains or whatever. And
we had friends during COVID that believed wholeheartedly that the COVID shutdown was a hoax to get us in the house so they could put up the 5G towers and get more birds in the sky, because the birds were all part of it too. The birds were surveilling us or something. And
that's been around forever. Birds aren't real. They're all government devices. Blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
Which is a crazy conspiracy, because for how many centuries have we been shooting down birds?
Yes.
What do you mean?
Like, I don't know. But like, I just like, I don't. I want to come back to like this whole thing about like stealing the thoughts though, because like what do you think they're getting out of it?
Like you're so special that they need to know what's on your mind, queen.
Yes, and I'm like, and like I swear to God, like I thought the first video, and I'll put this on the Bestie approved TikTok, but like I thought the first video she posted was a joke, and then like she is so serious about this. Like it's like her wearing the mask. It's like she's inside of this like pyramid thing with like a diamond at the top. Like she's like, I'm really like harnessing the energy. And I'm like,
that's so scary.
Okay.
That's what I thought about that little girl who was frolicking in Target. I thought it was just a little joke. And then her whole TikTok was the same thing.
These people are living that life. But like a serious question, if 5G was stealing your thoughts, what would 5G pick up on?
Much as I've said before, if I lived in Massachusetts in whatever, the 1600s or 1700s, whenever that happened, I would be burned for being a witch. If I were alive in the 40s or 50s, I would be lobotomized. And 5G would push my data to a supervisor with human eyeballs, because they would be like,
we need to flag this one.
Something's wrong.
If it picks up on me, it's literally only going to get like men running around in shorts, and then not that one. Hang on. This song.
Spread it open and flick the bean. I'm Joanne Prada, the pussy queen. Spread that pussy, spread that pussy. We're gonna spread that pussy, baby, spread the pussy. We're gonna spread that.
Like, that's all it's picking up on.
Yeah, I've got nothing to give. The government doesn't want to know my thoughts. Like, I've got nothing for them. Like, they know that.
It's like it's picking up on me in my mind. Going like, I don't know if you do this. Like, if it's a holdover from like 3rd grade or whatever, but it's like me repeating to myself 9 times 5 is 45. Like I do that a lot in my head. 8 times 8 is 64. Like,
it's literally if they could examine the contents of my brain, right? I have so many song lyrics.
Yes.
That like How boring. You don't need that. Go on Spotify. I remember weird stuff that I don't need to remember. Like, I can remember sequential numbers for a stupid amount of time. Nothing fun, babe. Nothing. I don't know how to make a bomb. I'm not going to
But they know how to make a bomb. Right. They don't need that from me.
They have they have all kinds of shit I have no idea about. Do you think these people are thinking the flip side of that is that they are controlling our thoughts?
Maybe. Well, so the woman that like on TikTok, one of her in that comment section was, I haven't been able to get through a full prayer. I have a feeling that quickly goes down the rabbit hole of they're trying to control my religion. Okay. I put this one in there late, but did you see this TikTok of a woman who wrote a book about all of the biblical reasons and the biblical citations of why Donald Trump was ordained by Jesus Christ or God himself to lead this country? Okay. So I
saw the TikTok, yeah.
She puts this on TikTok, and I was ready to rage like you would not believe. And then she proceeds to open up this book. And I think she did this on purpose, because I think she like wanted to catch people and like get her over to Amazon or whatever. But she like proceeds to open a book with nothing but blank pages. Yeah. And I said, oh, you got me. And hang on, I want to find her name real quick, because I actually do want to shout her out. I was ready to drag her within an inch of her life. Good gal Riri. Okay, I like that. At the Diary of Rihanna.
Is she a Rihanna fan page? I didn't catch that.
I would hope so, because I think that most pages should be Rihanna fan pages.
Because Rihanna's bad gal Riri.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Okay, yeah. The book is literally in her TikTok bio, but her TikTok bio is, I heart Jesus, cats, and talking shit about diet culture and Christian nationalism. And I feel like we should try to get her on the pod, because she is our target demographic.
Oh, 100%. I'm trying to see how many copies she sold. I have it pulled up right now. Okay. Does it say?
I don't know if Amazon tells you. I do know that it's got 111 reviews with a 4.8 star average. I like that.
Wait, I want to see who put no stars. Hold on. Oh my God, I have to sign into Amazon to read the reviews. I wanted to see if someone fell for it.
My God. Whatever.
You get it.
You get it. I would love to see like just the reaction of someone who's like, I don't know if I've talked to you about this. I know I've talked to a couple of other people about this. That podcast that's like the family, it's the two very liberal children with their MAGA parents. It's called The Necessary Conversation. Have you seen this? I would love to see the dad or the mom's reaction to this book, where they're like, I'm going to get a book about my friend Donald Trump. And they open it up and it's nothing but blank pages. And they're like, where are the Bible verses that say he is supposed to lead this country into greatness? So yeah, I thought that was a funny little thing.
The 1-star reviews are missing the appendix with the Epstein files. It's a joke. The book is blank. It's been done before. Save your money. It's a money grab.
Yes. And you spent your money on it, you stupid.
It was barely usable as toilet paper. Love a good fiction book, but this was AI slop. Don't think you opened the book, babe.
It's a blank book, my love.
I don't think that person knows what is going on, but yeah.
And then this, I feel like I've heard this one before, and like I don't know why it came up. It literally in my Apple News feed.
Oh, it's like an old interview too.
It is.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Hello Kitty's not a cat,
but she is in my heart. So like, isn't art?
It's however you perceive it.
It's interpreted by the viewer, and I choose Hello Kitty to be a cat because I think it's creepy that it's a little girl. I don't like that she's 3 apples tall if she's a human.
First of all, she's 5 apples tall, and she weighs 3 apples.
Oh. Well, I'm a fake fan anyway. Like, weird. I don't like it.
I have a couple of questions. So she's actually a little. This is from the People magazine interview of like the. And I also didn't know Hello Kitty was like a Barbie level brand. Like, like it is a big deal, and I think it's. Also, I thought Hello Kitty existed in the same world in Japan that like Sailor Moon lived in.
No, but there is the Sanrio world, which is why I think this is where it gets weird for me. And I don't really trust this random woman that they're interviewing because...
It's not a random woman. It is the PR person for Hello Kitty.
Fire her! Because how in the Sanrio universe, how can we have them all look like different animals if they're not animals?
I don't understand. Is it a little girl that's dressing up as a cat?
But then what about the rest of them? I can't understand that. Like, is Melody also a girl? What about Cinema Roll?
I have no idea what you're talking about here. Like, this is...
Let me show you. Anyway, continue.
Okay, so according to the People magazine article, she's... Hello Kitty is actually a little girl born and raised in the suburbs of London. She was from Japan. I remember that from my childhood. She has a mom and dad and a twin sister named Minnie, who is also her best friend. She enjoys baking cookies and making new friends. Okay, number 2. She weighs 3 apples and is 5 apples tall. How? Oh, okay. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Emma just showed me...
It doesn't make sense.
Pictures of...
the Sanrio universe.
Anime characters in my mind.
Sure, but like, you can't tell me these are all people.
No. So she weighs 3 apples, but she's 5 apples tall. How are you taller than you weigh?
Aren't you?
If you're 5 apples tall... doesn't it stand to reason that you would weigh 5 apples? Why are we measuring in apples?
It's supposed to be cutesy little girl fun time, but they fucked it all up by saying that she is a little girl.
But also, Hello Kitty has a pet cat named Charmy Kitty.
Yeah, I did know that too.
Why is Hello Kitty... They never really clarified if she is... Like, is she wearing the Hello Kitty, like, head? Is that what's... I don't understand.
I don't know. There's a whole ass deer in the Sanrio universe. You're telling me that's a person, too?
No, probably not. That's probably her pet.
Fire the PR lady. She was just trying to get attention, I think.
Also, in my mind, it's always been a cartoon. It started as a children's coin purse in 1975. That's where Hello Kitty made her first appearance. Like, it didn't start as a TV show. Hello Kitty was a TV show though, right?
I don't remember seeing Hello Kitty on TV, but it could be.
Maybe I'm just making this up. Like, but yeah, she's a little girl.
And okay, so it was started in Tokyo, Japan.
Yes. But I feel like this... Do you know how J.K. Rowling, and I don't respect her as a person anymore, but like I do respect the world she created with Harry Potter. Do you know how like she's given interviews and she's talked about like in her head?
Oh yeah, I just ignore all of that.
Well, these characters still exist, like, and there's a whole lore to them, and like they're like.
I ignore all of that.
Really?
Yeah. When she started talking about their sexualities pissing me off, I was like, oh no.
I'm talking about like where she started writing Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, and she knew how the books would end.
Oh yeah. She knew the whole story at the beginning. Yeah.
I have to imagine that they put this cat on a coin purse in 1975. It sold really, really well, and they were like, oh fuck, now we have to come up with a story. Are you ready to complain?
I'm ready to complain, and I don't even have to look to remember what I wrote down. I am so upset. I miss Jamie Ding on Jeopardy, and I know that means nothing to you, but just know. Okay, Let me talk about Jamie Ding for a second. Hi, Jamie Ding. If you listen to my podcast, I'll faint. Every morning, we watch Jeopardy.
Okay.
Right? Because they come out once a week. I don't really... Right. We don't have to really pay attention to it.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
You can kind of turn your brain off to it. It's kind of like Ted Lasso in my mind. Yeah.
It's feel-good television. Yeah. There's nothing that makes me feel any type of way on Jeopardy.
Yeah.
Until Jamie Ding. He is the cutest little Asian guy, probably like 30s, who lives in New Jersey and is like,
I love him immediately.
School, and he's a bureaucrat, and he is so sweet. He's like the most likable person I've seen in years.
Yeah,
love him to death. He goes on like a 35 game streak or something.
Oh wow!
So he was on our television for
35 weeks.
Well, he's like, they do one episode every weekday. So like 6 weeks.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, he's the next star. He is
he's like
everything
the next Ken
to
Jennings.
me. Yes. Yeah. Yes. And I'm like, please keep going. I love him so much. He's like really taken off on social media, but it's really kind of his sister.
Oh, okay.
Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, I'm complaining because he lost. And the guy he lost to only lasted for 2 more games. And then the girl who beat him lost the next game. And I was like, so for what? He was so good. Jamie Ding was so good. And now we have to wait to see him again to see if they'll bring him back for like the Tournament of Champions or something. But I miss him.
Oh.
And that's what I'm complaining about.
I'll take that. That's a good complaint.
Yeah.
I'm complaining about the fuck-ass moderators on the 3D printing subreddit.
Air them out.
Okay. So, as I've talked about on this podcast, I bought a 3D printer. I love my 3D printer. I think it is the coolest thing. Like, if they would have existed when I was a little kid, I probably would have gone into an entirely different industry because of how much I love my 3D printer. So, as I am wont to do, I go all in on it. I joined every subreddit. It's the exact same thing I did when we started the podcast. I joined every podcast subreddit. So when I bought my 3D printer, I joined every 3D printer subreddit. I follow all of the TikTokers that do 3D printing. I'm obsessed with that one YouTuber that does 3D printing. He's really, really hot. I don't know where he's from New Jersey. Love him. So I tried a new kind of filament I don't remember what I was 3D printing, but I do remember what I was 3D printing. It was a Apple Watch, holder so I could charge it like mounted to my desk.
Yeah.
And it the filament would not print right. And so I think to myself, there's a community of 3D printers out there that can probably answer this question for me because I have done everything on God's green earth to make this print right. So I take a picture of the messed up 3D print. I give the settings that I was printing on. I give the brand and filament type, and I go to the subreddit and I post. I said, hey, can anyone tell me what I'm doing wrong? Immediately, I get a message that says, you've been banned from posting in this subreddit.
I hate Reddit moderators for that reason. Oh.
And I said, did I do something wrong?
Did I attach my nudes to this?
I was
post?
what did I do? I was like, did I accidentally post from the wrong Reddit account? I was like, what did I do? So I go into the message. Do you want to know what the reason they banned me from posting in the subreddit was? You know already, but
yes, literally not having clout.
Not having enough karma. I said, what the fuck is that? What the fuck do you mean? What is first of all, I've never heard this term before in my life. I didn't know what that meant. I had to Google what is Reddit karma.
Oh my God. Yeah. It's basically just upvotes, which is so fucking annoying. How are you supposed to get them if you can't post anywhere?
But I was like, I want you, Mr. and Mrs. Reddit, to be so fucking for real right now. You, Mr. Moderator in the 3D printer subreddit, you take yourself so seriously and you think your pussy is so pink that someone has to have a certain level of karma to post in the 3D printer subreddit. It's like, go kill yourself.
Stupid fucking rule, first of all, but also for breaking the rule, they didn't just take your post down. You are banned.
I am banned from posting in that subreddit.
Like, why can't they just take your post down? I would get banning you if you were like actually doing some vile shit, or like if whatever. If you were being mean or sexual in the 3D printing space,
that would be weird, yeah.
Then ban them. But just asking a question?
I've never seen anything like it.
So, like, imagine this scenario. I'm on a throwaway Reddit account because I'm making my wife a gift. I need help with this and this. Please help me. But it's their first post because it's a throwaway account.
Banning you.
They're banned. Oh my God. Like, can you imagine?
What is wrong with people? I don't get it. I've never seen anything like it. So that's what I'm complaining about
3D
today.
printing, Reddit, moderators, get a job.
Get a
real job that will pay you.
Ugh. Okay. Are you ready for reality roundup?
I am.
I'm conflicted about this. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is getting an Orange County spinoff.
Yeah. So my take is a lot of the girls want to move to California.
Sure.
We've seen Jen's already moved,
yes.
Right? Whitney will want to move if she hasn't already.
Well, Whitney's leaving Secret Lives entirely. She announced that on her closing show at Chicago on Broadway.
Which is beautiful for her. She should have.
She's
bigger
think
than
she's
that
better
show.
off. Like
I saw her performing. She
looks happy. She looks so happy.
She is far above that show.
Yes.
She didn't need to be a reality TV villain. Like, she can dance and she's fun and she's cute. Whatever. It got her off the ground though. Fun. Yes. And then Michaela, I've seen so many posts about her skin is doing better when she's traveling, which I think is her soft launch to also moving to California. Taylor Frankie Paul has to be out of the picture at this point.
It's already been announced she's not coming back for season 5. Like, they're cutting her out of season 5.
And thank God, but I still won't watch that fuck ass show. That's my take. I think they're just all moving to California anyway.
So I have a different take. A lot of producers from the Real Housewives universe, like, because it's not Bravo that produces the Real Housewives, it's different production companies. A bunch of those producers from all of the different production companies came over to produce Secret Lives of Mormon Wives.
Yeah.
I think they are desperately trying to turn this into the Real Housewives because they've seen how successful that is, and like Hulu wants to get in on that. And Hulu's already kind of cashing in on the Lisa Vanderpump of it all.
Yeah.
So
she's all over Hulu.
Yes.
All over the place.
Which, I love Lisa Vanderpump. That's totally fine with me. But I think if you're going to sign up for this Real Housewives thing, you have to be ready. Number one, the fans are rabid. I'm talking like the New Jersey fans of Teresa Giudice, like me with Bethany Frankel. Like, you have to be ready. Like, where some of them are going to feel very strongly about this. And number two, some of these cities are flops. So like it's a lot of trial and error if this is what you're trying to turn it into, because I cannot imagine it's going to stop there, because I've already seen some like rumblings about there's in Orlando they're trying to start their own iteration of Mom Talk, and like I have to assume like that's like them trying to soft launch something there. So I wonder if they're trying to create a Secret Lives universe, which is fine. But just prepare yourself. Like, it took a long time for Housewives to get to where Housewives is today.
And they have a lot of work to do. The timeline of things, the editing, I don't know. They just need to polish it a lot. A lot.
But I also fear that, like, as much as I love Macy, as much as I love...
She's better than being on reality TV too. Actually, I don't know that anyone's better than reality TV. Like, there's no one better in this world than Portia Williams. Like, but she's not put out for it.
Portia Williams was born to be on The Real Housewives of Atlanta.
100%.
And I'm saying, like, Kay Michelle, like, everyone that's on Atlanta right now, everyone that's on Rhode Island right now, those women, they were born and bred for this. I think what you have with Mom Talk is a situation where they were very successful in one place in social media. So, like, let's put them on TV because there is some interesting stuff there.
Yeah.
I think without Taylor Frankie Paul, the show is not going to be successful.
No.
I fear.
No one's, I mean...
Because, like, she is
Macy.
The reason.
I love Macy.
Right, but she's not carrying that show. Like, she's carrying scenes.
She thank the Lord and whoever you believe in doesn't have that much drama at home. So it's like, what? Like, there's nothing to watch, which is beautiful. I don't want her to have drama. She's a peaceful queen. I just...
And I like Macy. I like her on... But, like,
we need to get her book still.
We do need to get her book. She doesn't carry the show because, like, she's unproblematic in a way that
she's beautiful and smart and even keeled, which is not what you need on reality TV.
Like, and even someone like Michaela, who I struggled so much with, she was good for reality TV because she's like, I hate.
She'll let it out.
Yeah, like
she'll
let it. Who did
Whitney?
Whitney, she hated Whitney, yes. And, like, she hated Whitney, and that carried half of season 2, by the way.
Yeah. And she's funny. Yes. She'll, like, stick in a jab or whatever, and she's funny.
But I don't know that, like, if you're putting her with a new group of women, I don't want her shtick to be I hate someone else, because it's like Teresa Giudice and Melissa Gorga all over again. I don't want to. I can't watch it. I'm sorry.
And I think I like her, like, as a person. It's just like,
and I love her on TikTok.
Yeah. It's just like the same way that I would not make a good reality TV show, a lot of the girls on there would not by themselves.
Yes.
Look at Demi. If there's no one for her to be evil to, who cares?
Also, if there is someone for her to be evil to, I don't want to watch Demi.
I know, me neither.
Like, I have a feeling, because, like, they tried really hard in season 1 to build the show around her and Taylor. I'm not interested in watching Demi. I'm so sorry.
No, like, I hate her. I liked her the first season, but I think it was literally just because I thought she was so pretty.
I hate how pretty she is. Like, she's so stunningly gorgeous.
Yeah.
But, like, I hate it because I'm just like, get off my TV. I hate you.
Yeah. And by the way, she is gorgeous. That's not her face. I think about that every time I think about her. That's so crazy. Whoever did her work honestly did a wonderful job.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can't tell she got a new face, but she totally did.
So there's that. I don't know how. I don't know. And first of all, Orange County does feel like a choice for that because of how conservative it is. I don't love.
I just feel like it's not made for me anymore.
No, it's not.
Like, I'll see the posts about it on social media and that'll be enough for me. Mm-hmm. I just really... I
mean, even getting through what season 3 was the last one we watched, I didn't really enjoy watching the back half of it.
No. And I think the show needed Taylor, but I was over Taylor anyway. I'm over her.
I think her charm is, like, was ultimately her detriment, because, like, it's like the whole thing of, like, I'm showing up in sweatpants and a bodysuit and, like, I'm cool and, like, but, like, it just felt like she was almost too cool for it all. And, like,
she stuck her nose up at those girls.
Yeah.
And she said as much, like, in her interviews. Mm-hmm. Like, you can just tell. She's like, I'm the boss here. Everybody wants to be me. La, 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 la. Which is a character. That's cool.
Sure.
Whatever. Stop throwing chairs at your kids.
We did talk about that. I've not been able to get over...
I'll never forget that. I hope I never see her fucking face again.
And but here's the thing. There are two sides to this. Where, like, I watch that and I see a woman who's been gaslit within an inch of her life. And that, but like when you're pushed to that point, like this is something. Take your kid and leave. Take your kid and leave. And like, this is something where like, you've talked about like how like sometimes you just have to like put August down and like just like think for a little bit. Yeah. She does not have that. I don't know if it's maturity. She just doesn't have that thing about her where it's like I can remove myself from a situation.
And I can understand that, but like I can't forgive her. And I know that they're in court right now. And obviously we knew going in that like Dakota was pushing her buttons, obviously.
Yeah. And that's the other thing too, is like, there is not a person listening to you and me of all people we've all been like in toxic relationships that like, it's so good that like you can't get away from it.
And we've all talked out of character. Like everyone I know has screamed and hollered and yelled.
Yes.
As soon as you start feeling your body getting enraged, like as soon as you feel like you might not have control, how do you as a mother and an adult not just sit down? Like you have to. I just can't. I'll never get over it. I really hope I never see her again.
Well, and part of me feels bad for her because I'm just like, she'll never let that down.
She had a chance. She already she got arrested for domestic violence.
Well, that's what this video was over. Like, that's when this video was from.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think it is. I think that's more recent.
He had held on to that video since that night.
I thought there was another video. Because we've seen videos from the day she got arrested, and she's not in like the same...
I don't know.
We need to do some research on that.
Wrong, Mama. Let's research. But I hate the whole thing. Anyway, the next.
And her second chance was getting arrested and then getting a reality TV show. That was her second chance.
Yeah.
And if this is from her initial arrest, why didn't she warn anyone? Her millions of fans.
I have to assume what was happening there was like hindsight is 20/20, and you could say you could have taken all the power away from Dakota. You could have put out a restraining order, and you could have said, "We are done." But she kept letting him back in, and I think that was ultimately the downfall. Where like it's a toxic man. But yeah, there we are.
Yeah.
If anyone out there is watching the Orange County spinoff, let us know. But next thing on my list, Amanda Francis is, I don't know if you've watched any of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because you...
Sorry, backtracking because I found it really fast. Okay. Following a March 2026 incident, both parties filed for protective orders. Dakota was granted primary custody of Ever.
Oh my God, can you imagine? Like giving that man of all people custody, it's that bad.
Taylor's visitation is supervised.
Jesus Christ.
And she only gets 6 to 8 hours a week.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Well, now we know.
And this is separate from the 2023 physical altercation. This is separate from the body cam footage from that same.
Well, now we know.
Taylor.
But I don't know if you've watched... where was it? Oh, I don't know if you've watched The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, but
recently.
Not. I've heard it was so bad that I haven't watched it.
It has gotten... I watched the premiere with Husbands Watching Housewives.
Yeah.
I watched, I think, 2 or 3 episodes after that. I haven't been able to watch this season. Like, I just heard it's
really
unwatchable.
Yeah.
And like, and this is like Scott and Jeff, if you're listening to this, I'm sorry. I know Kyle is your girl, but like Kyle is, to me, most of the problem with this show, where like it feels like she has a chokehold on production. And to be fair, Beverly Hills, since Lisa Rinna and Eileen Davidson have left, I think it's had this problem where like they take one thing, and that one thing becomes the entire fight of a season. We're like on Rhode Island, on Miami, on New York, on Potomac. Like it feels like they get into something new every week, and like they don't live in a fight. But
some of them like linger, but yeah, there's always something new going on.
Yes. And I think that's the problem, is like we have in Beverly Hills, that's why it's become unwatchable for me. That being said, there is one of the housewives named Amanda Francis who fancies herself a manifesting queen.
I have certain feelings about manifesting, but I'm going to keep them to myself.
I won't. So,
I think it's real, but not for the reason people think it's real. Anyway.
But you're not paying Amanda Francis $900 a month to like, yeah. So this is the thing, is Amanda Francis like started this company where she's like coaching people on manifesting. I don't know what the whole racket is, but like it is. It's like her thing is like, become a money queen, become rich AF, become religious AF. Like it's all that. And
religious AF is like, it's so funny in itself.
Yes.
Why are you cursing in that?
And like, it's cutesy, it's whatever. But like there's a scene from when they're in Italy and she's talking to Rachel Zoe about how they have the lowest refund rate in the industry. And that's why she knows she's successful. And I would like to point to, because I saw this and I said, something doesn't feel right here. Because you don't talk about your refund rate unless something's off. So I did a little digging and I went to her terms and conditions on her website. Do you want to know what the terms and conditions say? I'll tell you. Hang on. Because I read them line by line. Her refund rate is below 3% because you can only request a refund within 48 hours of the purchase. If you've accessed any of the content, you can't request a refund. And the whole thing is like pushing you to the next section. So it's a metric that has nothing to do with satisfaction, and it's more about not allowing someone to realize that that it was a shakedown for cash until they realize that there's no value in it. And the internet is currently dragging her to hell and back, and I feel like it's completely warranted. And I'll just end this on, because like I don't want to give Amanda Francis any more life. Like I thought she was going to be a very good housewife, because I thought she was going to come in. I thought she was going to give Dorit and Kyle a run for their money, because like I think those two have really. They haven't been taken down in a way that I think they need to. And I swear I thought if Erica Jane wasn't going to do it, I thought Amanda Francis and Rachel Zoe were going to do it. I was wrong. But I would also imagine that Jennifer Shaw and Tom Girardi had a pretty low refund rate too. Like I want an investigation. Like that's where I'm at with that. Okay. Are you ready to jump into, we're really close to the end of season 1 of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and you have to decide what season we're doing next.
Yeah. So that's, hold on. Here's my struggle, right?
What's your struggle?
Do we stay within the Real Housewives universe, or do we go to the greater Bravoverse?
You tell me. I don't care.
I don't know.
I'm going to tell you, I nerded out a little bit. I found, there's like a competitor of IMDb that is called the Movie Database. And like it has episodes of like every episode of shows and like their ratings or whatever. Mm-hmm. I ran an API script in Python to pick out all of the Bravo like reality show episodes, and like I'm like reworking our website to like
do that
to like have the episode of like the Real Housewives or whatever, like, and it's like, okay, this is the episode that we talked about that on. I'm figuring out how I want that to look, but I went to a place of coding to like figure this out. Like,
oh my God.
And I hate myself a little bit, but it's really kind. We'll do whatever you want. I don't care.
Maybe we should do something you haven't watched this time.
Okay. I have not watched, there's a lot. I haven't watched Summer House. I haven't watched either. Most of Vanderpump Rules. I haven't watched, what?
That means you probably haven't seen like season 2 or 3 of Vanderpump Rules.
I've seen like half of season 1.
Oh my God. You didn't. Vanderpump Rules is a product of its time.
Yes, it is. I remember watching that first season. And they just said whatever words they had at their disposal.
Right. And reality TV was still kind of new if it wasn't like a very scripted, like TLC type show. It takes a minute for them to get on their feet. Okay. So like the first season.
Yeah, it does.
The first season is a hard watch, kind of. But then it's just chaos. You have to watch it.
Well, let's watch we'll do Vanderpump Rules next. It's
like before anyone cared about being politically correct, and you have Jax Taylor.
Well, I remember Jax Taylor, like the whole shtick was like he was falling in love with like all the women that he worked with, and it's like I've known them for 6 minutes, and I really, really like them. It's like that thing of like,
oh yeah,
you met someone at church camp, and like you really, really like them.
I think when he says really, really likes, he means he really, really would like to fuck them.
Oh yeah.
It's TV gold. It really, truly is. I don't think they knew what they were coming out with.
They had no idea who they were going to be. Do you want to do season 1 of?
We should do like season 2 or maybe season 3.
Okay.
I'm going to look over the episodes and then decide.
Okay.
They really do have true drama on that show.
They do. And like, I remember back to like, they went to Hawaii and Jax got arrested for stealing sunglasses. Like I remember that being a headline. Like let's do Vanderpump Rules. Like, and you pick the season, whatever you want.
Yeah.
Also, so this is something that we probably should have mentioned at the top of the show. And like, this is probably something that I haven't discussed with you fully yet. We're reworking the format of Bestie Approved. So in the beginning of this, I wanted to, like everyone knows that like reality TV is my love language, and I like if we're looking at the stats of it, the reality roundup, like people do skip to it very quickly, but like they're like half of the people will listen to the full episode. So the plan is to like break up like our like pop culture, like political commentary, and like reality roundup is going to become its own episode.
And I think gives you more episodes to like flip through.
Well, it gives you more episodes. They're more digestible because like it's the standard episode for us right now is like an hour and a half. So it like breaks down to like 45 minutes. It's quicker. And I think it becomes lighter. And like also it gives people like if your thing is reality roundup, I want you to have that. And also for us, like we can blow through an entire season in a couple of days, and then like we have that to like release, and so it's like more consistent. But be prepared for that because I'm very excited for that. Like
I like that too.
Yeah,
I think the opposite also exists. Like definitely within my family who listens, where they like don't watch reality TV but just want to listen to us yap on the podcast, so they might like the other part.
Well,
you know what I mean?
This is the thing is like a lot of the feedback that we get is like I like just listening to them talk, and like it's like we're hanging out with the best friends. It's like we're doing the thing, and I will tell you, like the episodes that we have with Husbands Watching Housewives are very successful. Like some of the episodes that I've done is like just talking with whoever though aren't as successful because like I think it loses that like thing with us.
Yeah.
And we got to give the people what they want. But yeah, I'm excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
And I'm also excited to watch Vanderpump Rules because that is a group of children who had no idea that they had cameras on them for a while.
No business being on TV, which is perfect.
And like, whatever season we watch, and I don't remember which season this was, I needed to start with the season where Stassi looked, I don't remember who she was looking dead in the face, and she goes, I am the devil. Yeah. And you better remember that.
Stassi Schroeder.
God. And like, do you want to know something about her? She has grown into an incredible mother, an incredible, just like
stunning, kind, generous,
being,
beautiful woman. Yeah, she was just in her early 20s, and the whole premise is these kids are trying to make it in Hollywood.
Yeah.
And Lisa Vanderpump will hire them to work at the restaurant, but let them like go on auditions and stuff so they can pay the bills, but also like do what they want to do. That is the perfect place to start filming.
Yes.
The bullshit.
Yes. I'm excited. I can't wait.
And she was just, I think she thought she was going to be a star. Like, and she was.
She became a star.
Like, she knew she was going to become a star.
She had no idea in what capacity. She had no idea what avenue she was going to go down to become a star. She just knew that she was going to get there.
Right.
She saw the end.
She was not going to take shit from fucking anyone on the way there.
I love it.
God. Not even Lisa Vanderpump. I love the scenes where Stassi is like in a meeting with Lisa and still being a bitch.
Oh, do you remember? She's like meeting with Lisa Vanderpump, and was it Kristen Doty comes up and she's like, "Can I get you anything to drink?" And she goes, "I don't know what I've done to you, but I'll take a Pinot Grigio." Like, she did not care.
Not at all.
I'm excited about this.
Her. She was always my favorite, even when she's the worst.
Yeah. And she was always the worst.
Of course. Duh.
Okay.
All right.
So today we're getting into The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, Season 1, Episode 12, Sinners in the City.
Yes.
God. This Vegas trip was an experience.
It really is like the peak of this season.
It is. Because I don't think... Because this was all filmed before COVID. This was...
Yeah.
I think these... women had no idea what they were about to become, and let's just get into it.
Yeah.
So we pick up where we left off in Vegas after Jen and Heather's shopping experience. Whitney goes straight up to Heather's room to unpack the race car driving experience. I think she's still like on a little bit of a high from that, and she's like feeling good because she kind of like buried the hatchet with Lisa and Meredith. Like everything's good there, and then. Like we're getting cuts back and forth of like Lisa and Meredith are showing up to the dinner. Like, so we're getting that. And Heather and Whitney are talking about Lisa and Meredith and like how that went. And they all seem like they found resolution and they're moving on from their fight. And I love this for them. And then Heather tells Whitney that Jen is still mad about Coach Shaw's party. And like, I don't know if it's like how long we've been talking about it or like if it's truly been that long in the season.
We're 12 episodes in and that happened like 2 episodes in.
Yes.
So
and I'm like, okay, this has spanned the entire first season.
Like, yeah, that's where Jen Shah starts to get to me. I love her. I think she just does not give a fuck what anyone thinks, especially in this season of Salt Lake City. Mm-hmm. But like, fucking let it go. Let it go. Is she afraid that storyline is what's keeping her in? Because babe, it's not.
No. And like, this is kind of like where you like, because I like to like get into like I dig into the behind the scenes. Like I like to, it's like what are they actually thinking? I wonder if she has like a touch of OCD or something, and like she cannot stop obsessing over this.
I do think if not a diagnosis, she is like a type A person where like once she's committed to something, it needs to pan out exactly how she sees it panning out. And if it starts to go a different way, she's just gonna stay staunch.
She must redirect it.
Right. So like she wanted this huge apology and this like falling down on the knees, I can't believe I did that to you thing. And when that didn't happen, she's like, okay, well, I'm still mad then. Like,
God,
let it go.
So then, Jen shows up to the dinner, and Lisa and Meredith immediately start talking shit. Or no, I'm sorry. She shows up to the dinner with Lisa and Meredith, and then Jen immediately starts talking shit about Whitney. And this word accountable keeps coming up. And all these women in Utah love the word accountability and ownership.
You know, the least accountable person there. The one stealing.
I think this is the problem, is Jen is the least self-aware person that has ever walked the face of the earth. And Lisa says she's good with Whitney and there's a clean slate, and forgot about this. Jen literally says, wait, how are you good with her? And Lisa explains that Whitney apologized and that made it better. And then we got to...
That scene is actually so funny because the look on Jen's face where she's like, how did you even do that?
I also love, like, letting a week or two pass in between taking notes and like actually talking about it, because like some of this stuff is so funny to me.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
And we cut to a confessional with Jen just fully not being able to understand or accept the piece that's happening in the group, and we get this beautiful stream of consciousness. And this is a direct quote from one Jennifer Shaw. Now you're coming to me saying, oh, we made up with Whitney. If you can forgive Whitney so easily for lying on you guys, does that mean you're actually lying the whole time? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, what are you saying?
Like, and it's like, just not connecting.
This is where, like, you can tell, because, like, so and again, you know, I love to get into the behind the scenes. They film 2 sets of confessionals. They film one set like halfway through the season, and they film the rest of it after filming is wrapped. And you can tell that Jen has had time to think this over, and she is grasping at straws at this point. Like, she is like, I have to throw everything at the wall, and hopefully one of these things will stick. And like, the producers on Salt Lake City were like, we have reality TV gold here. This woman is, they saw what she was doing.
Yeah.
So we cut back to the dinner, and Jen starts escalating into one of her Hulk rages, and Lisa is trying so hard. And this is one of the things I love about Lisa, where like Lisa is like, let's talk. Like, when Lisa's not the one in the direct line of fire, like,
she does try to calm it down.
She's so good at it. And like, she's someone who reminds me so much of my Aunt Tina, who, like, when Tina's in direct conflict, comes out swinging. But like, when she sees a conflict, she's like, hey, let's calm down. Let's talk. And I love this about Lisa.
Yeah.
But Meredith gets up and announces that she's not engaging, walks out the door. I love Meredith so much.
I love the idea of seeing people starting to yell and being like, okay, I'm done. Mm-hmm. Beautiful. I love that.
But do you remember earlier in the season, you said, and I think it was in the context of Seth and Meredith, but you said, I want to know what has impacted her so much that she feels the need to protect her peace this hard.
Yeah.
We get an answer to that. So she starts talking about, like, her parents had a really ugly divorce.
Yeah.
And she was always caught in the middle of those fights. And like, she's like, when I'm around high levels of conflict, I shut down.
Yeah,
and like,
I totally forgot about her talking about that.
I don't remember this at all until like rewatching this, and I was like, oh, Emma did ask about this, and I'm glad we got an answer to that.
That's so sad to me.
It is
like,
sad.
Her parents were screaming so much that she has come up with this term, I'm not going to engage, and she literally shuts down.
Yes. When she said that, like, when she started talking about that in the confessional, I immediately was like, I will protect her with my life. Like, I will take a bullet for Meredith Marks.
I have a maternal instinct towards this older woman.
Yes. So then Jen starts crying about Meredith leaving the table, and then she starts screaming at Lisa. And I don't know how long this scene had been going on, but she was wasted. Like, she was wasted. And like, because when she starts doing the like screaming and the crying, it's always in direct relation to she's had several drinks.
I think she showed up already drunk.
Oh, do you think so? Okay.
Yeah, because do you remember, side note about this Vegas trip, she has like 3 hotel rooms and a whole team of people with her.
Yes.
Which is like, whatever, ha 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 ha, luxurious, extra girl, blah, 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 blah. they were all getting her ready, and you're telling me they're not taking shots?
Oh, 100%
Come on. You're in Vegas. Like, yeah, she was already drunk before she got there, is what I think.
Yeah, I agree.
But that's totally speculation, but like,
Lisa is in a hostage negotiation at this point. She's trying so hard. And
I felt bad for her in that scene. I truly did.
I did too, because I was like, Lisa cannot win here. And so then Heather and Whitney walk in as Jen is making her grand exit. And I went back and watched this 4 times because you see what happens. And so, okay. I'm just going to read exactly what I wrote. I literally went back and watched this 4 times. Lisa is chasing after Jen. She reaches out to grab Jen by the elbow and tries to start to calm her down. Heather brushes by Jen's elbow, she's like, what's going on? Because they're walking into chaos. Mm-hmm. And Jen takes out her talons and hits Heather as she's walking out.
Oh.
What in
slaps the shit out of her too, which is crazy.
Yes. And what are you, why does it have to escalate to this point? This is something I've never understood with Jennifer Shaw, is why does it have to get to this point?
And this, alongside her first line at the table being like, how are you good with her?
Yes.
That's why I think she showed up already drunk.
Yes.
There's no way sober Jen Shaw, deranged as she is upset about something, sees Heather, feels Heather slightly tap her, and then slaps her. There's no way.
Right.
She was fucked up. And that's fine. Say that. I think this whole situation could have gone over better if she would have shown up and said, I had 6 shots before I got here.
She can't say anything that takes away from the image of I am Jennifer Shaw, I am the queen, whatever. But then she's hulking out. She comes back in and she's losing her mind, and she comes back for her purse. And then her bodyguard shows up. Why does she have a bodyguard? Why?
She doesn't need a bodyguard.
Does Jennifer have a bodyguard on a cast trip in the first season of the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City? That's strange.
She's just spending money left and right. Watching it back, you can really, really see because when I watched the first season of Salt Lake City the first time, this is years ago. I hardly remembered any of it. Yes. And now I watch it back and I'm like, God damn. Every episode, I'm like, why is she flying 8 people out to be her team in Vegas? Why is she...
And that production pays for the women to go on trips. Everything else is on the housewives. Jen had to have paid for the extra hotel rooms. She had to pay for the glam squad. She had to pay for...
Oh my God, the flights alone. What the fuck? And then, I just see all of that stuff and I'm like, wow.
And Vegas is one of the most expensive, on a Delta flight, not on Southwest, but on a Delta flight, it is one of the most expensive cities to fly into. What are you doing?
And I'm not sure where they're staying. Do you know where they're staying?
At the Cosmopolitan, at the top of the, I'm sorry, not the Cosmopolitan, at the top of the MGM Grand Hotel.
So she's paying for these people to sleep somewhere.
Yes.
Too. It's what the fuck is going on, Jen?
Yeah. And
you cannot tell me. You cannot tell me a football coach is paying all of this.
It's
the IRS watched this season and they said,
yeah, it was like Teresa Giudice paying for that, her living room all over again with cash. So then Lisa's chasing Jen. She follows Jen out to the lobby, realizes that she's on a long road to nowhere, and then heads back. And she comes back in to the dinner and goes, wow, that was a lot. I love Baby Gorgeous so fucking much. I love her so much.
I need to know what dose of Lexapro she takes. I would like to try it.
I wholeheartedly believe that's just her.
I think it is too.
I believe that's straight Mormonism and Vita tequila.
Oh yeah.
Wow, that was a lot. So then Whitney gives us a confessional where she's saying that she feels like all the time
Wait,
all the time she spent talking to Jen, trying to make up, she feels like she's full of shit. And I'm like, well, obviously. Like, obviously Jen is full of shit.
Yeah.
Like,
and the sky is blue.
Yes. Like, newsflash, water's wet.
Yeah. Of course, Jen's full of shit. That's kind of her whole thing.
And then we got to Jen in her hotel room just screaming on the phone at Coach Shaw about how she's the victim. And I know Sharif was at home just like with his eyes closed and his head back going, yeah, baby, I know. I know. Like, because here's the thing. I know Sharif loves his wife.
He also knows his wife.
I believe there has to be a limit to like what Coach Shaw is willing to put up with. And this is one of those things where it's like, how far do we take it?
He does not strike me as as like someone who's never mentioned this to Jen before.
Right.
Let's say. Like, I don't think he's taking that shit from her.
He's not taking it, but he's here. He'll listen to her like scream about the other women, because I truly believe in this moment, Jen, it comes along with being not self-aware. Jen believes she is the victim in all of this.
Oh, 100%. And she's like, all these girls are out to get me.
Yes.
Which is crazy.
And I'm like, Jennifer, stop it. So then Heather, Whitney, and Lisa and Meredith all meet up in one of their hotel rooms, and they're unpacking the last couple of hours, and they end up agreeing that Jen has been a demon monster for the entire season. And like, I'm glad that they're all on the same page about this, because this is truly the first time that they've all gotten together and been like, Jen's the problem, right?
Yeah.
Whitney comes clean about Jen threatening to share the pictures of Meredith with another man, and Meredith is honest and tells all the women that she and Seth had been separated off and on, and that they both dated other people at times during their separation. And she's talked about this before, right? Like, I know she has said this before, or am I completely just misremembering it?
I think she's mentioned it before.
She's mentioned the separation, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she hasn't mentioned that they're dating other people.
No.
Okay. So this gives a little more context as to why Lisa is shocked by this news.
No. Lisa didn't know at all. Lisa had no idea.
No, she did,
they were
because
separated.
I remember them talking in a store about it, and Lisa started crying about it. And she said, I love them together so much.
Yeah.
And they went to a dinner.
It's when they're doing Sundance,
yes,
I think,
yes,
when Meredith tells Lisa. Yeah. So she must have just not known about the guys.
Yes.
Or whatever.
But Lisa found a way to make this all about her in the confessional, where she says, this is the first time I'm finding out about this, and I'm just shocked. Like, I love her so much. And then Lisa announces that she doesn't want to be Jen's friend anymore. And then this is where I struggle with Heather, because Heather says that Jen has redeeming qualities and that she still defends her after everything that went down. And
I just felt like she knew something. Like, Heather knows something that's going on with Jen that we don't know about.
I have to believe that Heather, when she sees the slashing out, she sees the she like the Hulk meltdowns. Mm-hmm. She sees a woman who is fighting for her life, and this is what Heather's projecting onto it, and that's what she believes is going on, and that's why she wants to protect Jen so much.
You think?
I do. Because I think at the end of the day, Heather is a very protective friend.
Yeah, that's why I'm saying it sounds like she's full of shit and just trying to like stick up for Jen. Mm. But something about that scene made me think that Heather,
like she knew Jen like the thing with the
have had like maybe not, maybe something else, maybe something with like Sharif or something. But it just felt like they had a heart to heart, and she was like trying to protect Jen for a reason that she can't say out loud on camera. That's what it gave to me, but I don't know.
I don't either. But like, do you remember?
It makes me sad.
When the guy that we used to work for, where I would defend him within an inch of my life, and then there was something that he said that you could not get past, and like, I opened my mouth, and you immediately were like, you said, I do not want to hear you defend him right now. I kind of get where you were coming from, like, because I projected that onto this scene where I was like,
yeah,
God, they have to be so tired of hearing Heather defend her.
Yeah. Well, it is sad to watch, because Heather deserves a better friend than that. Yes. Heather is so beautiful and perfect. She does not need any friends who are slapping her in the face and then making her feel like she needs to go defend them right after. She deserves wholesome, beautiful, fun relationships.
I agree. But I did put in my notes, I hope to God that one day I find a man as loyal as Heather is.
I know. She really is a ride or die, but it does strike me that she's like scared of Jen, and so she's like, Jen's gonna watch this back. Let me speak up for her.
Well, I want my man to be a little scared of me too.
Yeah. Me too.
So we get to the next day. Everyone's getting their day started. Baby Gorgeous gets room service just like she deserves. Meredith is on the phone with Brooks. God, this house of horrors that Meredith lives in. She's explaining Brooks is explaining that Teddy, the dog, went into his closet and shat all over his blue Montclair coat.
Which, par for the course for this fucking dog, mind you.
That little demon monster dog is like...
Oh my God, nothing but problems. They never show just like cute little videos of Teddy. It's always his poop.
It's always him pooping, and it's always like him being bad.
Yes.
So then we get Heather, and you could tell she's traumatized while she's eating breakfast. And then Whitney's doing yoga in her bed, and then like tells us that this trip is worse than when she started her period on a water slide in the Bahamas.
Sure, Whitney. Thank you for
Whitney.
that visual. Just a red stripe on the middle of the slide.
She's like, oh no.
She got out of the water and everyone's looking at her like,
what'd you do? And then in this moment, as far as we know, Jen went home after the fight and literally told everyone she was leaving, and then told Heather that she was already gone. Okay.
Right.
So Mary's walking around her castle of a home. Like, we cut to her back in Salt Lake City, and she's drinking a smoothie, and then she walks in her bedroom, and Charlinda just tells Mary, I'm setting up your things. That relationship terrifies me.
It's so scary. It really gives like horror film, like you're gonna get a big reveal as to why this is so fucked up, and you do.
Going back to the relationship that we used to have with the guy that we used to work for, it's like every time we heard him just yell from his office, it was like, oh God, what now?
My nervous system thinks you just pointed a gun at my forehead.
Yes. But Lisa FaceTimes Mary, and they kind of unpack like how chaotic the trip had been so far. And Mary says she tried to warn the women and they didn't believe her, so they all deserve the chaos.
Mary.
Everything with her is so biblical.
Mary. Oh my God.
But like,
you were told by God.
But I don't think we knew at this point that Mary believed, or like that people believed that Mary was God. And now that like we know everything that like we know now, that statement became so much more intense watching that back. I was like, oh, she knew that was coming. I think
that's why I always got weirdo vibes from her. I'm like, I never liked her from the very beginning. Nothing I've seen of her is likable to me. And it's not surprising to me that she's framed herself as a messiah.
Right.
Talking about, I warned you ladies. I warned you.
You got what you deserved. I told you I'd rather be on a plane full of rats.
Charlinda, get your scrubs. Like, but every time I'm at the Whole Foods in Clay Terrace, I look for her. I'm like, one day I'm going to run into her here.
Or Charlinda will be, at least.
And I'll rescue her.
So then we cut to Lisa and Meredith meeting Whitney in the lobby to head over to this psychic's house. Heather's running late and tells the other women to go ahead. She'll get an Uber like 15 minutes later. We cut to Heather knocking on Jen's door to pick up some stuff for her because we thought Jen had left already. And she opens the door, and can you imagine being Heather and opening the door to this room, and Jen is just sitting there getting her glam done? Like,
I would have lost my ever-loving mind.
Well, knowing full well that, like, the last interaction you had with her was her, like, hitting you or swatting at you, like, whatever you want to call it. Like, I don't know that I would have been okay. So then Jen explains that she was on her way to the airport, and Stu looks like he's seen a war when the camera cuts over to him, but like Stu calmed her down. I feel so bad for Stuart Smith every time I see him, because like he looks like he has like just gotten out of combat moments ago.
I agree, but like, who's making him be there? Quit.
Jennifer.
Quit. Oh my God. Ugh. He looks like he's seen a war because he's had a long day of committing fraud.
So then Jen asked the Shaw Squad to give them a couple minutes, and I forgot that they'd had like their own hotel, like, or two separate hotel rooms at that point. But like when she like shoos them away, I'm like, what, did they just go out in the hall and wait for her? Like,
no idea.
So Jen starts explaining why she's the victim in this situation and no one's talking about the real issue. And then Heather tries really, really hard to stand her ground. And
I did like to see that.
I did too.
She did stand in her.
I was so proud of her. But like, we literally see Jen, like, when she realizes what's happening, start to try and gaslight the shit out of Heather.
Oh, I know. And Heather saw it. I was so proud of Heather in this scene. She really is like trying to get Jen to be real and being like, I have been so loyal to you.
Yes.
Can you please give me anything in return? And Jen's basically like, no,
I'm the victim. And then Heather tells Jen that she was being aggressive, and I want you to remember this moment when we get to the season 1 reunion.
Yeah.
And then Jen keeps explaining over and over and over how Whitney's caused the problems in our marriage and how she's lying. And I'm like, my God, like, did Whitney do anything that wrong? Like, you're telling me that Whitney Rose coming to you and saying whatever she said, like literally anything that she said short of Sharif is having an affair, you're telling me that caused that many problems in your marriage? Like, come on.
Like, how could it? Because it was at Sharif's birthday party?
Yes, that's the whole precipice of it.
Did we even see Sharif at this birthday party?
We saw him.
Are we
saw him at the
ass?
end of it.
Are we dead ass? Like,
Yes.
Do you think Sharif cared about any part of this fucking party?
No. Sharif just wanted to golf. At Top Golf.
He does not give a shit. And like, I bet he hasn't talked about the party at all. Like, not a single detail since the morning after.
Yeah.
If I had to put money on it. But she knows Sharif would go to bat for her if it comes back.
Yes. So then I did say I was actually really proud of Heather in this scene, because it's the first time I feel like she's really, really, number one, really standing up for herself, and like standing up to Jen. Like, that had to be nerve-wracking.
I don't think that's like, I don't think that comes naturally to her, because she is kind of like she wants everyone to be happy.
Yeah,
I hate the term people pleaser. I'm the same way though. Yeah. Like, she just wants everyone to be happy and get along, and so she's willing to make things inconvenient for herself to do that. And so I'm glad she didn't with this one. Yeah,
I agree. The women show up to what looks like a massive house in the suburbs of Vegas, and I don't know why I thought this woman was a psychic for so long, because she's actually a hypnotist.
Yeah.
And
I don't know. You know why you were confused?
Why?
Because the way that woman speaks is so vague and strange. It's so weird.
Yes. So then apparently Whitney read this woman's book, and it was so impactful that now they're going to go get hypnotized. This feels like a stretch.
It feels like a very Whitney thing to do. It's like, however, I feel like I know with beyond a shadow of a doubt, the production found this woman and they said, Whitney, you like her.
I agree. Kimberly has all the women going like around this massive dining room table.
It is honestly insane in there. That's like a gigantic room.
It reminds me of Mary Cosby's house. Like, it is so ornately decorated, and like it feels like you're walking into Caesar's palace. Like, I've never seen anything like it. Yeah. So she has all the women lean back and close their eyes so they can go into trance state, and she says that trance state is the bomb. And I was like, what are you talking about?
Like, these are not real words. No. Also, if someone told me to be in a trance state with my friends, I would be peeking the whole time.
Yes. So they're all breathing with their eyes closed and just trying to relax. And then Hurricane Jen rolls up. Kimberly goes back into this song and dance where, like, she makes the women pretend they're holding baseballs. I don't really understand what's going on. I don't understand hypnosis. I don't know if it's a real thing. And then Jen says again in the confessional, these women are lying, and she needs to find out who's really her friend. So that's why she showed up to this thing.
Which is so funny because the way it turns out. Anyway.
And so they all move into this massive living room, and they all sit down so Kimberly can be a therapist / mediator, I guess. And she goes on.
Is not hypnosis.
Not part of hypnosis at all.
I don't know what's going on.
I would like to know the book that Kimberly wrote to see, like, if any of this is connected whatsoever.
No idea.
So she goes on to explain that this is a safe space and some feelings might get hurt. This is buck wild. Like, it is
it's so funny.
You've never been to Vegas before, but, like, I'm telling you right now, if you told me we're going to the suburbs of Las Vegas, this is the first thing I would expect to happen.
100%. No one in their right mind is living in the Vegas suburbs and posing as a therapist, hypnosis
mediator. Sure, Kimberly. So Jen immediately starts explaining why everyone that hasn't heard that she's the victim she starts explaining for everyone that hasn't heard she's a victim because of the way she's acted the night before. She literally says, "How come it's always Jen?" And I was like, "Oh, you were so close. You were so close."
Yeah, you almost got it, babe.
Like, why is it always Jen? I wonder why it's always Jen. Like,
let's pause there for a minute. Why is it always?
Let's unpack why it's always Jen. So Meredith explains that Jen was telling everyone who she could be friends with, and that's why she left. And then Jen stops the crocodile tears and goes, "Well, that's your perception." And I was like, what the fuck? Like, what? Wait. I was like, hang on.
Wait.
It's literally what you were doing, Jen. Like, it's not your perception. It's literally what you were doing.
How else are you supposed to perceive the line? How can you be friends with her when you're friends with me?
Yes. We get a confessional saying that, with Meredith saying that the reality is that Jen's not in touch with reality. And I'm like, oh my God, thank God, like, someone's finally saying it. Because, like, I think the problem is that they've all been dancing around Jen the entire season. And
everyone was scared to confront her head on because she's literally fucking insane.
Yes. Whitney says that she feels like this is being held over her head, like with the whole Sharif party thing. And then Jen tries to get on the cross. And I think the problem here is Jen doesn't know why she's mad anymore. Was it the hospital smell? Was it the party? Like, those are the only two times that she has been wronged this entire season.
And I just feel like we've all been there, but maybe not on reality TV. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you. Maybe not everyone. But I've definitely gotten to a point, not with a group of people, but with particular people, where it's like, I don't even remember how all of this started, but I literally hate you.
Well, it's that, but it's also like, if you're at that point, you have to be willing to ask yourself, like, is it worth being this mad over?
And if you can't remember why you're mad at someone, you need to just shut the fuck up.
Yes.
It's possible to be angry and quiet.
Yes.
You have nothing more to say.
There's nothing wrong with that. So then Jen says she would, wait, hang on. Oh, okay. So then Meredith starts to explain how she's feeling about the conversation around her marriage. And then she says, and this put the fear of God into me when she says, "I don't get angry easily. You don't want me angry." And I was like, I don't. You're right. No. I don't. And then Jen goes on to say, "I would never get in between someone's marriage." And then Whitney finally calls her out for being a liar, because no one has said this to Jen thus far, that she's
a liar,
a blatant liar. And I can't tell if Jen believes what she's saying or if she, like, isn't willing to be honest. Like, I can't figure it out with Jen.
I think she's one of those people who like thinks she's the smartest girl in the room, and so she can tell half truths and lies and things she doesn't really believe, but sell it because everyone in there is so stupid.
Yes.
The reality of the situation is she's not as smart as she thinks she is. She's not dumb, but she's not as smart as she thinks she is.
And she's not as good as she thinks she is. I think that's the other part of it, is like she thinks she is like she's got the wool pulled over everyone, and maybe that comes with like thinking she's smart.
Like savvy.
Yes,
that's like the word I think she thinks she is. She thinks she has everything figured out, and she's savvy, and she can slip through things, and she can always be the victim, and everyone will always kiss her ass. She's not smart enough to pull that off. Right.
But they finally get to Jen to the point of like giving half apologies, like which whatever, and Kimberly starts to interrupt her, and and she's like coaching her on how to apologize. It's funny in the moment. If I were Jen, it would have aggravated the living fuck out of me. Like how much I hate being like talked over in the middle of a sentence.
I was on the therapist side that whole time.
Were you really?
Yeah, because Jen was doing the thing where she's like, I'm sorry you feel that way. No.
That's fair. No,
you're
that's
not
fair.
Sorry I feel that way. You need to be sorry for what you did, for what you said. And that's what the therapist was telling her. And I loved that.
Okay.
Put her in her fucking place.
That's fair. That's fair. I think it would have aggravated me.
Well, sure. But that's kind of the point of being
you're
like,
right.
Hey, you are the bad vibes here.
You're right. You're 100% right. They take a break. Oh, God. They take a break to play the Who Doesn't Trust Who game. And so not a single soul raises their hand when she says, who doesn't trust Lisa, Meredith, or Whitney? Everyone raises their hand for Jen. And then Jen decides to get back at Heather and raises her hand for who doesn't trust Heather.
Which is crazy, side note.
Crazy, but like Heather seems like she's actually affected by this. And I'm like, babe, do you not see what Jen's she's trying to get under your skin?
She's such a wholesome, happy girl. She can't imagine Jen's doing that just to piss her off. She's like, wow, Jen really doesn't trust me.
And so the incredible editors give us this opportunity to see 3 separate flashbacks to Jen screaming at the world and making a grand exit or a storm out. And they come back to talking about how Heather's saying Jen was aggressive and violent. And Lisa says that everyone feels attacked by Jen. And like, surely you see where this is going for the season 1 reunion.
Yes.
And Jen says that her reactions are completely justified because don't they just get me now? Literally says that in a confessional. Don't they just get me? Like, babe, you don't you don't get to like do that and like be a normal person. I'm so sorry.
It's like if you went pulling people's hair out at work or something, and then a couple months in, people are so pissed, and it's like, don't you get me? That's my thing.
Yeah.
It's like, shut up, stop doing that.
And then Heather explains that Jen is on the brink of ruining a friendship, and Kimberly goes, this is very good. And that's what the episode is.
I liked that little therapist lady. I thought she was so funny.
I went back and forth with her because I'm like, oh, it's all crock. But like at the same time, I'm like,
it's a money grab for sure.
She knew where her bread was buttered. She said, gay people will be watching this, and this is what I need to do.
I just feel like, obviously it's all made up. It's a money grab. I just imagine her sitting in that big palace all day, letting people come in and just being like, you're the problem. You're the problem.
Oh, God.
Pretend you're holding a baseball and almost fall asleep, but don't.
This is the bomb. Oh, God. Next week is the finale of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City season 1, and then it's the reunion.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
I was like, hold on.
This is a short season. Like, the first season's always a little bit shorter. But also, I forgot to say this at the top of Reality Roundup. It's a clock, I know. I forgot to say this at the top of Reality Roundup. We all know how much I love the city of Atlanta. We all know how much I love the Real Housewives of Atlanta. This week, we had one Miss Pinky Cole share one of our stories on Instagram.
Yes, we're celebrating Halloween.
We are celebrating. And then, I know. And then, number 2, being on Threads for this fucking podcast has finally paid off because one Miss Portia fucking Williams replied to us, and I know it's like I said, we're really, really loving you this season on Real Housewives of Atlanta, and all she said was thank you, but like I was in tears when I got that reply.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that she sends that 500 times a day, and it's probably not even her. I don't care.
I don't care. Portia for real on Threads replied to us, and like I was sobbing. I was like, "This is my queen."
It's like unbelievable.
But you guys, thank you for being here. Thank you for loving us. From Indy to Atlanta to Salt Lake City to maybe Orange County. We love you.
Nothing against you, Orange County. It's not you as an area. It's all the people in you.
We love you.
Bye.